Budgeting and emergency fund go hand in hand. You know what you're spending, you know what's coming in, and then you know how much is going into your savings bucket.
I wanted to talk about for somebody who's just starting out, right? Let's say somebody is looking into this and saying, yeah, I wasn't taught this before. Maybe money hasn't been an important or a dominant subject at the dinner table, but
Yep.
I want to start taking control into my own hands. What do I do? Like, where do I get started? What do you answer to that type of question?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I moved to Southern California. I was 23 years old with a couple thousand in my checking account, which I evaporated after a couple of months. So these are some of the things, being in the financial service industry right out of college. I mean, at 20 some years old, I don't have a lot of experience. So let me tell you practical steps that I did that helped me attain the success I attained over my 35 years in the business. So the first thing I thought about it, it's like, okay, I work 40 to 50 hours a week. I have to pay myself first. I'm always going to have debt. I have my student loans, I got my car payment. So I really got into this a frame of mind of saying, okay, this is my income. This is how much I'm saving as a percentage of my income. And whether I could save 5 or 10% to get started, it starts with a commitment, emotional commitment. And then the second step, so you see yourself saving, I remember way back, $50 a month. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of money. Okay. But I've amassed a lot of wealth with this $50 a month. Okay. So I started with my $50 a month. And then every year I put together a simple yellow pad of what my assets were. Why? Because it's all psychological. It's like a diet. If you think about it, you won't do it. But if you write about it and you see and you have something motivating you to keep going. So it's as simple as starting with 5 to 10% of your income, writing down all your expenses. That doesn't, a young person doesn't have, they have expenses, but it's not going to be like 2 pages long. Okay. It's, again, emotional and psychological. It's preparing your mind and your action steps with baby steps for something much bigger in the future. So starting saving and paying yourself first. So you can pay yourself first in a short term, medium term, or long term. I said, okay, I got to put so much in my long term I can't touch. I need to build an emergency fund because after moving to California within 3 months, my 5,000 was gone. Okay. So I knew I had to have that emergency fund set up. That became my number one goal because budgeting and emergency fund go hand in hand. You know what you're spending, you know what's coming in, and then you know how much is going into your savings bucket. Now, at first, I couldn't start a savings program. My mom says, good. My mom, dad, good. Come back home. You don't need to go to California. Yes, I'm going to stay here. So I got a second job. Okay. And I remember one of my clients showed up. I was serving Mexican food. They go, oh, you're serving burrito? Oh, I'm helping out a friend. So I was working there almost 6 months. When my client walked in, I actually went in the back and says, I'm done here. That was my last day of my second job, but I was able to save enough money to build that emergency fund. And then from there, I opened up my 401k plan.